Hi, this is my ideal client assignment for my mock company, Mars Effect Salon and Spa. This is for ENT 645, and my name is Morgan Rhines. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about the demographics, psychographics, geographics, and behavior graphics of my salon and spa. Demographics are the statistical data related to the population and particular groups within it. Psychographics are the classification of people according to their attitudes, aspirations, and other psychological criteria, especially in market research. Geographics are when a company divides a market based on geography. You can geographically segment a market by area, such as cities, counties, regions, countries, and international regions. You can also break down a market into rural, suburban, or urban areas. Behavior graphics divides a population based on their behavior and the way the population responds to, use, and knowledge of the product. First, we're going to discuss the demographics of Mars Effect Salon and Spa, and that is age, 5 years and older. I chose 5 years for a reason, and I feel like 5-year-olds are kind of at that age where they can finally kind of sit still for at least 30 minutes to an hour, depending on if they're going to be in the barber shop getting a haircut or at the salon getting an actual hairstyle for little girls and little boys. And older means anybody over the age of 5. So literally, even those older people who are still able to come into a salon and who have patience to sit down and get their hair done. Next, we have gender, women and men, income level, the high end of low income and above. Prices will vary depending on service. So, depending on the service, some services are a lot cheaper than others, and I feel like mostly anyone can afford our services. Employment, unemployed, or employed, it doesn't matter as long as you're able to come in and pay for your services. And to ensure that, most of the time we'll probably have like a system where people may have to put in deposits for certain services, and prices will always be discussed with our clients ahead of time. For education, we have all educational backgrounds are welcome. So again, it doesn't matter. Everyone wants to feel beautiful or handsome, and education cannot change that. So we're just welcoming literally anybody who can come into the salon. And the same thing for material status. Married or unmarried, families, single people that are kind of alone in the city, all are welcome. We're trying to create an environment for anyone in the community. Next, we have geographics. The current location is Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, in Charlotte, North Carolina, I plan to have the salon kind of near Center City because that way, no matter what area in Charlotte you are in, you can kind of get to our salon at least 25 minutes or less, and even surrounding areas. If they want to come to the salon, that is perfectly fine, and that may be maybe a 35-minute drive or less. So somewhere in the center of Charlotte where people can access our salon a lot easier. I did include future expansion, and that is Atlanta, Georgia, Greensboro, North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina, and New York City. So these places were chosen either because I've lived there or plan to move there or family is there. And I just want to make sure that my family is wherever, my prosperity is. And below I put prices, and business plans are subject to change to match each location's market and economic state. Next, we have psychographics, and I broke these down into 4 elements, and those are personality, values, opinion, and interest. Personality, a hairstyle or cut will be determined according to our client's personality. So, expression, right? People love to express themselves through their hair. Next, we have their values. Does our client value healthy hair? If they have a job or religious background, those things are very important to our clients. So, depending on what they value, that'll also determine what they do with their hair. Their opinion. So, what the client think matters, and that's very important in the hair business because if they like it or love it, they're coming back. If they do not like it, 9 times out of 10, you may not see that client again. So, their opinion matters. And lastly, we have interest. What the client likes to do can change their hairstyle of choice. So that goes into the places they go or where they're exposed or around other people will kind of determine what their hairstyle will look like as well. Next, we have behavior graphics. And this is people who have special or professional events to attend. So if they go to work or school, weddings, or any place that requires our clients to have a neat appearance or presentation, they will most likely want to come to our salon. Then next we have return clientele due to hair growth and the likeness of style and loyalty. So people who repeatedly come into a salon, and the factors that affect that would be because they're having healthy hair growth or they love what we do and they become loyal. Okay, and let's talk about some facts to reach and communication. So I have a few facts along the side, and these are there's about 95.5% or more Americans from 2011 to 2018 who have gotten at least 4 more hair services from stylists or barbers. So as you know, the hair industry and barbering industry is always growing every year in major ways. There are a little over 408,600 females and about 397,629 males in Charlotte, North Carolina, according to the Census Bureau. So, of that total of females and males, if we move over here to the side, the people who we expect to reach, I expect to reach about half the population in Charlotte, North Carolina, but only expect to actually communicate with 0.001% to 0.03% per year. And these numbers include 10 stylists and 10 barbers. And what I mean is, with me plus the 20 employees and a few other staff under me, all of us together can reach between, let's say, 4,000 to 25, even maybe 30,000 people a year, according to our total number of females and males here. And next, how we will affect the reach, how we will expect, to reach our clientele is by just setting a huge budget aside for marketing. And the ways we will market is social media, radio advertisement, outdoor advertisement, the use of interns to pass out and hang flyers, and host educational courses for any stylist or barber in the Charlotte and surrounding areas, or even people out of town who want to come and sit in on our educational courses. This way, we're getting that exposure and word of mouth, and people can tell other people that where they learned their techniques, and the business will definitely just grow from there and reach more and more people. Common frustrations. So such a huge frustration in the hair industry, and that is in the hair industry as a whole, and something that would directly impact Mars Salon and Spa would be the unlicensed stylists, or the kitchen stylists, what we like to call them, who provide hair services for a lot cheaper price than what we can charge in the salon with licensed stylists. So when they're not licensed but just as talented, people will go to the in-home stylists, and that's why we call them kitchen stylists, because a lot of times they're doing services in their kitchen. And when they're just as talented, I mean, why wouldn't people go, right? But there is a solution to that. And what I plan to do is to, due to those stylists being unlicensed, clients carry the risk of getting services that require chemicals being applied incorrectly or interrupting the course of healthy hair altogether. So at Mars Salon and Spa, we will ensure to provide clients with the best customer service, have all stylists and barbers licensed, and provide continued educational courses to ensure the proper use of salon and barbering tools and chemicals. So that is so important. When people going to get chemical services, especially, you want to go to somebody licensed who really knows what they're doing, because just as much as chemicals can make people look beautiful or handsome, they can also easily damage the hair. So you want to go to somebody who really knows what they're doing and who has license to do so. So I think that is a wonderful solution to that frustration that we find within my business. And thank you so much for tuning in and watching my video. And below are the links where I got some of the statistics that you heard in my presentation. Thanks again. Bye-bye.